Hey.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, Karem. Good evening, Lilian. Good evening, Madame Doreen, Madame 𝗏𝗀𝗃𝗃, and also Mr. Thesling. Thank you very much to attending this live. So what we need to do here is only to discuss with you, to have your impression. We know that we spend almost 1 week together in DRC. So
Yes.
we organize this vodcast to have your impression, to have your sharing experience about our National Conference of Internal Audit in DRC. Okay, so thank you very much for your presence. I think that we can start. So before to start, Madame Lilian and Mr. Karem, what is your initial impression upon your arriving in DRC about the conference? How do you feel the hospitality and the organization of the event?
So should I go first?
Yeah,
I was waiting. First. Ladies first, right? So.
Okay.
Mr. Gentleman.
Yeah. So my fellow colleagues, colleagues and speakers, and the members of IIA DRC who are logged in, good evening. And so I'm happy to be participating in this podcast. My initial impression when I landed for the DRC conference, the 8th National Conference, was that this was a conference that was well organized. When I landed in the hall, I could see that the turnout was great. The delegates had come out in numbers, and I could see the enthusiasm in the crowd. I could feel that. I was also happy to see so many speakers from different countries. And so from the initial moment, I knew that this was going to be a great conference. And looking back, even from the moment of landing, when I touched down Kinshasa, the welcome that I received, I think was received by Mr. Dieumerci and Rosette, was amazing. And it was actually really great, and the start was impressive as it went on throughout the conference. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's wonderful. Mr. Karem?
Great. Thank you. First, thank you for the opportunity to reflect on the conference. I'm based in Dubai, and I'm based in the UAE. So for me, it was a really different experience, a very beautiful cultural interaction. As Lilian said, the moment we landed in the airport, the reception of the IIA DRC was really great. We were taken care of, I would say, even though we received one day midnight or 2 a.m. So you guys were with us, and the next day early morning you were in the conference. So from this, it shows that it gave us a first impression that this is going to be a success because people put their heart and soul in making this happening. Now, fast forwarding, I go to the hall, and the hall was very full, around 250 and more than 250 with the speakers, attendees. And what I noticed is, which usually I don't see in many conferences, I noticed the attention of attendees to the presentations and speakers. And it shows that there is thirst to learn and make an impact. And I think this is a very positive KPI for IIA Congo, and you can build on that really hard, because the enthusiasm, the attendance, the taking notes, the questions were all really showing a lot of interest in the profession and interest in people upgrading their knowledge. Again, the speakers were very professional, kind of reflected on many areas. And there's always areas of improvement, but I think overall, it was a really well-designed conference and well executed one in this way. So I think this is, in summary, my impression overall, or my initial impression on the conference.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your word, Mr. Karem. So, Mr. Thesling, tell us about your experience. What is the stand-up moment of the session that you are? Yes.
Dieumerci, thank you once again for this opportunity, and to all IIA Congo members who are connected, and of course, and to my other colleagues who are here on the call. Thank you so much. I think this was really once in a lifetime event, as I must say. I can't really say I'm going to single out a moment to say this was the standout moment for me, because almost everything from start to the finish was very engaging, very interesting. And of course, if I want to pick out on some few aspects to highlight, I would say what really made this event a standout for me were the quality and the caliber of speakers you had. To have been able to assemble this multidisciplinary across Africa, UAE, was something I've not experienced in the internal audit space in Africa yet. This was my first time experiencing that. So just that diversity alone provided that value to the participants. And of course, there are conferences you go to, at the start, you see the hall very full, but at the close of the day, the hall is very empty. So what really caught my attention was, at no point in time did we end with a lesser hall compared to when we started for all 3 days. And what really stood out again for me was the final day, when the event venue had to be changed. Managed seamlessly, effortlessly. No participants went away. No participants got discouraged. We all moved seamlessly. Just that agility, that resilience alone was something worth applauding. And of course, credit also goes to Karem on that final day, because the way he started the session for that day, it was an icebreaker for everybody. And the way he presented the audit KPIs, notably the most untalked about KPIs for internal audit departments, whereby if your phone is not ringing, if people are not calling you to say, look at this for us, then you are really not a trusted advisor. Those moments really stood out for me. And I want to say congratulations to the organizing committee, congratulations to the board, congratulations to IIA DRC members for this great conference. And of course, we are looking forward to being the president of IIA Cameroon and looking forward to organizing us for next year. I would tell you there are a lot of things I've taken out of that conference. And of course, we are going to touch base with you at some point in time to see how we can collaborate and partner to replicate the same thing here in Cameroon. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thesling. Thank you very much for the words. So, Madame 𝗏𝗫𝗬𝗫, so you are here with us. So tell us, how did the conference contribute to your understanding of internal audit practice? Because I noticed that you made a keynote in the second day. So what do you think about that? What is the contribution?
You go to conferences. Thank you, Mr. Dieumerci, and to all my colleagues online and everyone else that's watching live. When you go to the conference, you go to do 3 things. There are things you get to the conference and you must unlearn. There are things you get to the conference you learn, and there are things you relearn. So I think that for me, even as I was presenting the keynote and listening to every other speaker, I learned a lot about just how it is to host, how it is to be hospitable, how it is to be African, the things that you take for granted, the order of Ubuntu, knowing that I am because you are, and seeing my part in the bigger picture. that's what I learned. And the contribution of the speakers in elevating us and forcing us to think again about internal audit as being a partner, being strategic, having foresight, being able to recover quickly. Because with resilience, we know that you have to have quick response, but it was interesting also to see quick recovery. Okay, respond and then recover and move on. And I think that is one thing I pocket, that anything can happen. And when it does happen, you don't have to be flustered. You don't have to cancel everything. You can actually put your story together and continue learning how to be understanding. I think you can take understanding for granted. And in the conference, I got to see humanity when people were giving us grace. People were waiting on us. We were speaking in English in a French country, and majority of the people being French, but they were giving us the grace to speak and let us understand, to catch on, having that interpreter in our ears, people who volunteer to do these things. I mean, there's a lot. I can go on and on and on. And I think to be an internal auditor is to be human first. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay. No, thank you very much for this testimony. So, another question that I want to know is, there is any particular topics or speaker that resonate with you during this conference?
I think there's a few speakers that have resonated with me. I will say that the people who spoke from the bank, the risk people, I thought that they shared with us what the landscape of risk is in DRC. It's not the same throughout the continent. So it was interesting to listen to that. It was also fascinating to see the standards being carried in a book. And Mr. Nobel walking around with them, like, don't you ever say you didn't see them. This is the book. And I thought, this is a man who respects knowledge. You are not going to internet your way into the standards. You're going to have to learn them. You're going to have to read the book. You're going to have to respect them, the respect for the profession. I mean, it was a delight to look at that and see that people respect our profession the way he does, or the way he carried it and the way he shared about the standards. I thought that was tremendous. Yeah. He's in my mind. He's etched in my mind. I will never forget what it all looked like, and to be in the room was to experience that. And I must say, and I've commented about the president also, I know I talk a lot, and I learned that you don't have to talk so much. He is a man of few words, and you can get a lot done with more listening than talking. And I think, yeah, those things resonate.
No, thank you very much for this one. So, Madame Doreen, so you attend to the conference. You are with us in DRC for 1 week. So, what is because you see that with this conference we have many interaction with many institutes present in DRC. So, based on that, what is the opportunity that you see for a future collaboration between IIA, DRC, and other institute in Africa, across the world?
Thank you very much, Dave. And for me, seeing colleagues on the call brings back the happiness, the vibe, the laughter, the great moments that we shared over the time that we were in DRC. And
I think we lost Ruth.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You can go ahead.
Yes, we can hear her.
Karem, can you hear me? Okay, I think should I proceed or?
Yes, you can proceed.
Karem, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
All right, so just for Karem's sake, I'll repeat what I said. Seeing colleagues on the call brings back memories of laughter, joy, the collaboration that we had through the different days that we shared in DRC. And my colleagues have spoken about the very good things that happened when we're in Kinshasa. The resilience, the commitment, the collaboration, and definitely anybody would want to collaborate with IIA Congo going forward. But from the AFIIA perspective, just a few things that I believe will help to take advantage of the membership potential that we have in DRC. That will take advantage of the very good networks and support that we have from the strong network that you have in DRC, the different stakeholders, government. Some of the members are very well positioned. So for the good of the membership and IIA DRC collectively, there are a few projects at AFIIA that we believe will support and enable growth of the profession in Congo. And you very well know that we have a model legislative internal audit act that we have been working on with the IIA Global. And it is an opportunity now for that to be domesticated within DRC. And using the advocacy project that we have at AFIIA, we can actually work together with the leadership of IIA Congo to not only bring awareness of the profession within Congo, but to progress that Model Internal Audit Act so that the profession can be deeply rooted within Congo. We can engage all the key stakeholders that you believe will be helpful in growing the profession in DRC. So for me, that is a very, that's a great opportunity that we cannot miss when it comes to DRC. Again, we have a number of events where we believe the members of DRC can benefit. AFIIA organizes regular webinars to build capacity free of charge. And they're usually online. We bring in very credible speakers to speak to internal auditors across Africa. And sometimes we even have participation from members outside Africa. So we have those webinars, we have leaders meetings that happen continuously, but we have one in person that happens once a year. So then we can have the leadership of IIA DRC come in and learn from peers across Africa. The governance of AFIIA is formed of leaders across Africa. So there is nothing that stops members in DRC from being part of the committees of the governing council when we call out, and right now the call is out, but also when we have the call for participation in the governance forum. So that's another avenue for collaboration. So there are a number of events, a number of sessions, a number of webinars, a number of strategic initiatives that we can work closely with IIA DRC for the good of the leadership, but also for the good of the membership and for the good of the stakeholders in Congo. I cannot exhaust all of them, but for sure, there is a lot of opportunity for collaboration between the two institutions. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Doreen, for your intervention. So we noticed that for next year we have a AFIIA conference will be held on South Africa. I don't know, Madam 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, if you have any comment about that.
Yes. First of all, is we in South Africa, we have already issued, you can check our LinkedIn pages. We've already set out the travel pack, as in what is involved in the conference. But then the first come, first served early bird registration with discount is out. So members should go for that. It will cut down on the cost of AFIIA. It was available in the previous conferences as well. We've also followed suit. It promises to be an occasion of change for people. I mean, we're talking about us all uniting all of us. It's a 12th conference, and we look forward to hosting not just the AFIIA internal auditors only, but also other affiliates, other professions and your audit committees. I'm hoping that we were going to challenge ourselves to invite not just practicing internal auditors, but also board members who can benefit from being exposed in these kinds of conferences. So it's an open invitation. We are working very hard with the Home Affairs or for just to simplify the visa processes. So we are mindful of those expectations and requirements. So we will be working in collaboration with everyone. In fact, as we were driving to the airport, I know Thesling asked me to push the institute in South Africa to distribute the information all over the continent so people can start planning. So we are very excited about it. We're looking forward to hosting upwards of 2,800 people in Cape Town, and Cape Town is a beautiful place in South Africa to be. It will be in May, heads up. It's the beginning of winter, so we want to also have people experience the South African winter, but don't forget to stay warm. So we will be advising you on the little things that you should bring, and then of course a lineup of amazing speakers. The past chair of AFIIA will be there. At least that
Definitely.
confirmation I have. Yes,
Yeah.
she's gonna be there. So it's going to be it's just going to be an extraordinary experience of auditors in the continent and a educating of one another. So we are learning from everybody is going to be teaching one in that space. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
If
Yes,
I could
Madam
just
Doreen?
add, for the benefit of our members in DRC, we are going to be in Cape Town, South Africa, 2026. We will be in Malawi, 2027, but 2028, we are going to be in a Francophone country. So we are all going to speak French. And we have enough time to get as much French, learn as much French that we'll be speaking in 2028. So it's a very good opportunity for members in DRC and everybody in whatever country you're in to come to South Africa and get a glimpse of how the conferences are going to be. And then we will speak all the French in 2028.
Okay, that is wonderful. So, Madam Liliane, you have also additional comment regarding opportunity in terms of collaboration between different institutes?
Yes. Thank you, dear, for that. Yeah, I'll be going to SA. So thank you, Doreen and 𝗏𝗀𝗃, for creating the mood. So in May, we are all heading south, and I'm sure it's gonna be good. So IIA Congo, and I'm calling upon every member who's logged in today, who's listening to us live. Let us all purpose to be in the next AFIIA in May. So I wanted to add 2 points in terms of the opportunities that are there, and especially for IIA Congo. And the first one already, Doreen, the immediate past chair AFIIA already has mentioned, is in terms of the opportunity there is in terms of growing the membership for IIA DRC. Yeah, I think if you look at the crowd that was in that hall during the conference, you could tell that these are members who are in the right spirit, they are supporting the profession, and I believe it's a reflection of what it is out there in the entire country. So I think there is a big opportunity there. Of course, I know you have programs that you're doing in terms of those recruitment drives for members. You could try to reach out and make those physical visits to the organizations, both public and private sector, targeting different sectors, maybe the banking. If you go to the public sector, we saw you have great collaboration with the government officials. I think those collaborations, if IIA DRC is able to utilize those relationships with the government and the various sectors, then they would give you more members. And there is a lot of potential. I see a growing institute. And if you put much more effort, I think we'll be talking about an institute that has grown. So we can see the spirit. I know Alain, the IIA DRC president, is on it. And I'm sure with us working together, even exchanging ideas with the IIA Kenya, we'll be able to see what other programs we can do together to just also boost member sensitization and awareness so that they can join the institute membership. The second item is on the external quality assessment, because I noted you did a presentation on the implementation of the GIS, that is the awareness of the new standards, and that was quite commendable. The presentation that you did, the IIA DRC president did with you, Dale. So
Yes.
out of that, I think there's an opportunity to train even more members to do the external quality assessment so that they can go to the organizations and check conformity to the GIS. And we have been doing that in Kenya. We train our members and we certify them so they can go out there and do those those consultancy assignments in terms of checking how the organizations are confirming on the implementation of the standards. So I think that is also an opportunity for IIA DRC, and we can continue exchanging ideas on how we can progress that and support you as you create that. Yeah, so those are my comments on that.
Okay, thank you very much. So Karem, you have also an idea to share with us?
If I may add to what the lady said with respect to this, and this was that's how I started this session, because I mentioned all the enthusiasm in the whole, all the thirst for learning and thirst for contribution from the institute and from all the members, and the drive and the self-motivation to make an impact. So I think this is an opportunity for IIA DRC to build, and also a responsibility, because you need to carry this forward. I would advise maybe creating committees that specialize in certain areas: governance, risk, banking. It depends on you design it as you wish. Involve the attendees, involve the internal auditors in the country to increase the awareness, and not only across auditors, but also across the governing bodies, across the government organization, across the general public. So I think there is an opportunity, a large opportunity for advocacy for internal audit in DRC. And you have the tools, you have the power and the human resources were very available. And I think many ask me how to contribute, what to do, how can I add value more than just being an auditor in a company. And I think you can build on that, and you can build on the respect of people to the institute officials, especially Mr. Alain, Serge. I think everybody showed, we sensed the respect and the appreciation of what he does, the connections that he has. So I think this is an opportunity to build on that. This is from a professional point. Well, I want to reflect a little bit of some personal experience, if you allow me.
Yes, you can.
For me, it was a very different culture, and I'm used to different cultures. But the moment I stepped into the airport, the moment I interacted with people, even though language was a barrier a little bit, so I had to use my Google Translate app to communicate a little bit with the culture was very welcoming, hospitable. You guys did a very good job organizing not only the conference, but even the after the conference events. The food that I tried was also interesting for me, especially the chenille. But overall, it was really interesting. It was really amazing. And I definitely improved my French. I can sense it from the last session where Alain was talking, and I understood many of the words. So a couple of visits to DRC, and I'll be fluent in French.
That is wonderful. So you will do a presentation in French for next year.
So this is my kind of learning experience. I increased my French knowledge, but really everybody was hospitable, everybody was welcoming, and it's an experience that we all will never forget. So thank you for the invite and for taking care of us, I think.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Karem. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Thesling, do you have anything to share with us about your personal experience of this conference, the people that you meet? Yes.
I think in terms of personal experience, Karem has said it all. We had the opportunity to explore Kinshasa. We met a lot of friendly people. It's a lovely place to be. And of course, you know, the message remains the same. And a personal experience I can share, and from all what I gathered during the conference also, is that as internal auditors, we are strategically positioned. We have an advantage, an opportunity that other departments do not have. We are the sole department in organizations where we have this bird's eye view. You have an overview of the organization end to end. So you are well placed. Whatever recommendations, whatever advice you are giving to management has been looked into from end to end. You always take that holistic view before advising, and that gives us, you know, that value add potential, and it makes us stand out, and it's an opportunity that we really need to build on. We really need to take on. And like Karem said, that was my very first time to really get hold of that particular KPI. It's a KPI I neglected a lot. How often is your phone ringing from other user departments? So as internal auditors in Africa, in DRC, in Cameroon, and wherever we are, we have to make it a duty. We have to internalize this KPI and talk about it a lot. How often does my phone ring as a result of other user departments or audit clients reaching out to me for me to look into some aspects? If your phone is not ringing, then probably what you are selling to the audit clients is the policeman mentality. So you have to take off that hat and put on another hat. So for me, I think basically speaking, all in all, that is the message I want to pass, and the conclusion I can make of that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thesling. Madame Doreen, you have a comment, a sharing experience?
Just two comments or observations that I noticed during the conference in DRC. And the first one is that you've got lots of talent within DRC, and it will be very helpful for us to take that knowledge, that capability, and share it across Africa. You know, as internal auditors, we have a slogan: sharing is caring. Yeah. So if DRC can share, say, top 10 names of speakers that you'd like to participate in the webinars that we run as AFIIA, maybe in other events, that would be very helpful. So then we start transferring that skill and knowledge across other colleagues within the continent or even beyond. So that's one thing that I actually noticed from the panel discussions that we had, and also from the presentations that were run during the conference. The second bit that I liked, and which I think is the future of the profession, is the blend of technical topics with the behavioral and soft skills. Yeah, the aspects that will make internal auditors succeed and excel in what we do. So I think that was Karem's presentation, and somewhere through the panel discussions, the bit of the soft skills is something that we need to actually keep speaking about going forward, because technical you can teach, but it's how you relay the technical that you have, how you engage with people, how you pass the message across, because people respond easily to those that they trust. And where does trust come from? It comes from the relationships that we have on a day-to-day, the behaviors, how you treat people, how you respond to them, how you accommodate them, how you give the feedback in the reports. I think those soft elements is what is going to make us adaptable, is what is going to make us agile, because at the end of the day with AI, some of the technical aspects will be translated and they will be done by technology. But the only one thing that is not going to be automated are the human aspects, how we care about each other, the Ubuntu that Bec spoke about. So as internal auditors, we need to start building that. I know we already have the inborn at a certain point, but we can also learn from each other. So that's the other powerful thing that I liked from the program that DRC put across. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madame Doreen. So, Madame Liliane, you have a comment?
Yes, I have a comment, Dio. Thank you for the time. I think first I want to commend IIA DRC for how you have adopted technology to reach out to the masses. I think that's really commendable. And even us as the larger institutes, we are learning from you. You know, just knowing that there is an opportunity to reach members out there, out of these channels, the social media channels. I must say how you have covered your conference on the social media is amazing, and it's quite commendable. And even us being able to come and do this post-conference vodcast, I think it's really commendable, and we are borrowing from it. As I close, I would like to repeat some comments that I did give during my presentation about internal audit and how the future is for internal audit, for us to create value and for us to be the strategic partner that we aspire to be in our work. The fact that we have to be visible to be viable. If you are not visible, you're not viable. And that means that you have to, the internal auditors of today and in the future have to rise up to the occasion. We have to sit at the table and give the advisory when it's needed to our boards and to management and to our stakeholders. We have to pull that seat. Most of the time, internal auditors is not given a seat just like that. You have to work for it. You have to show your value, prove your value, so that you get that space on that table to give that advisory that you need to get. So I call upon my fellow colleagues, the auditors, let us aspire to continue being visible. Our voice should be heard and we should be seen so that we give value as we move into the future as strategic advisors. The second point that I said when I was speaking, which I still want to repeat, is that if you're not accessible, you're not valuable. So as internal auditors, we need also to open the doors to our stakeholders. We need to collaborate even with the other risk assurance like the GIS requires to do. We need to continue being accessible and to collaborate even with the people that we are working for. And we need to work with them so that we make impact. So thank you. I think that's what I would like to just re-emphasize and add on as we continue elevating our profession. Thank you, Dio.
No, thank you. Thank you very much, Madame Liliane, for sharing your experience about this conference. So I don't know if Madame Bec have also a comment in terms of personal experience.
Thank you very much. So this is meeting people at the conference, because when you get the opportunity to come to a conference, of course, there is a return on investment in relationships. And I was blessed, I was fortunate to meet local people of Congo who were so kind as to show me Kinshasa so that I can have the great impression of the city. And it's relationships that have now been made, these relationships that I'm going to keep. It's people who want to collaborate even with the Institute of Internal Auditors in South Africa. It's people who want to come to AFIIA. It's people who want to serve even in the DRC. Because some people, it was the first time they were coming into an organization, an organized event of internal audit. So I had the opportunity to hear that stuff as I'm talking to people on the ground. And for me, I guess, you know what people say in church, if only I can preach to one person. And for me to have, I think it was 3 people that were delighted at the opportunity to be at the conference. And I thought, I've even sent you one of their details, Mr. Dieumerci, so that you can get them involved. These are excited people who love the country, who love DRC, who have dreams for DRC. And I think in any institute, we want people who are loyal, who love the profession, but it's always a bonus to have people who also love the country, who are not planning on moving to one first world country or another. They just want to be in their home and make a difference. And I think that's what's etched in my heart. I got to experience the Kinshasa that you probably know, the one that you love, and I've fallen in love also with Kinshasa. So it wasn't just a conference on technical matters. True, we must innovate, we must have new ideas, we must sit at the table, we must be able to hold conversation with our leaders so that they can see value in us. And I just want to comfort Karem. My phone rings all the time, so I really don't even want it to ring anymore. So it's because once they see your value, there's no stopping what they want from you. But then also the benefit of it is that you are always having to learn, improve yourself, pivot, and that is the pressure. So I think all in all, as I conclude, I am delighted that I had the opportunity to come to DRC, and I look forward to returning the favor. I'm an African. I must do what you did for me. I must host you. I must serve you as you served us. I also must have you in the conference so that you can come and learn. And I'm aware of the must is the South African thing. Must, everything must. So yes, I enjoyed Kinshasa. I wish I had picked up the French like Karem, but I shall be learning because I was interested in Lingala, but it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter at all. It's nothing. I will learn the French. Yeah.
But you can say mbote in Lingala.
I know.
Yes, I can say mbote nayo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I'm very happy to have you with us this night to discuss about the conference. So now we will conclude our podcast. So I don't know if any person have any final message to share with our member, to share with all the guys that are connected now, seeing our podcast. We can start with Karem, and so we can move on. Yeah.
Thank you. I think we can sum up in the whole experience for me in Kinshasa in one word: unforgettable.
Yes.
It was really an unforgettable week from the conference, hospitality, the extracurricular activities that we did. So thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you very much, Karem. Madame Liliane, any final message?
Yeah, I think for me, the experience was amazing, and the hospitality and generosity that I experienced is something that I will not forget. And I also learned a lot from it in terms of just knowing when you host, you give your all. And basically, that's what I saw IIA DRC do. So we look forward to continue working. Our institutes will continue working together. We look forward to collaborate on many other things so that we move our profession forward. So thank you so much for everything. Plus, I also learned there is food that I don't eat that you eat, and I didn't manage to really eat it. So probably I need to come back again and try.
Okay.
But yeah, but let's
for
see.
sure.
That.
Yeah, for
Thesling
sure.
and Karem really helped me, but I think I need to come back and try on that other food.
No, for
you.
sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. Thesling, any final message?
Mine is just going to be a call to action. If you are listening to us, if you are watching us, if you are an internal auditor, risk management professional, internal control professional there in DRC, and you do so, my call to you is please come join the institute and you stand to benefit a lot. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, Madame 𝗏𝗀𝗃, any final message?
I hope to see you all in Cape Town. Our house is big enough. Come one, come all.
Thank you very much. So, Madame Doreen, for the conclusion.
Yeah, thank you very much. I have been privileged to learn one additional word in Lingala,
Oh, okay.
I hope that's the right pronunciation. And that is all it was for me. And it is always the same experience when I come to Congo, is that happiness. People care genuinely about my happiness when I am in Congo and even thereafter. But there's one message that I'll leave with all of us. Internal audit is not just a profession. It's not something we start and stop. It's a way of life. It's a profession that helps us to make life better for ourselves, for our organizations, for our families, for our communities, for the different organizations. And guess who is in those organizations? It's our brothers, it's our sisters, it's our mothers, our uncles, whoever it is. So that's the call, and that's the whole purpose at the end of the day of the internal audit profession. So if we can all do one thing to make the profession better, to make it more effective, if we can challenge, encourage, and support, and challenge ourselves to do it even better every other day, then we'll definitely change the quality of life for everybody across the world. We are one profession, one voice, one people, one Africa, I will say one world. So whatever little thing that we can do within our means to make somebody else happier, somebody else better, internal audit is the most well-positioned to do that. And we are a privileged people to be contributing in this way to the universe. So it's always a pleasure. And I am available even after this podcast to give back if anybody wants my support in whatever way. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Merci à toutes les personnes qui nous ont suivis en ligne. Merci beaucoup. Donc, voilà ce qu'on avait à vous dire aujourd'hui, ce qu'on avait à partager avec vous. Donc, merci beaucoup. À très vite. So, for all the speakers, I can say that see you for next year conference in DRC. So, thank you very much. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Merci.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bonne nuit.